The phenomenon of mind blanking, the moment when our minds seem to go completely blank with no reportable thoughts, is a much more intricate and valuable aspect of human cognition than we might first assume. Though it has often been overshadowed by the more widely studied concept of mind wandering, mind blanking presents itself as a distinct and significant mental state, one that invites us to reconsider how we understand consciousness and the workings of our brain. Recent research into this experience has begun to shed light on the complex neural processes that occur during these episodes, offering new perspectives on how our minds function during periods of low mental activity. Mind blanking occurs when our brains seemingly shift from a state of active thought to a moment of cognitive silence. This happens more frequently than many of us realize, with studies showing that people experience mind blanking anywhere from 5% to 20% of the time during waking hours. While often dismissed as a mere lapse in concentration or attention, recent research highlights that these moments may be more meaningful than initially thought. Mind blanking can range from mild lapses in focus to complete cessation of inner speech and thought. It is a phenomenon that varies widely between individuals, and in some cases, it has even been linked to specific conditions such as ADHD, anxiety disorders, and the aftermath of sleep deprivation. One of the most remarkable findings from recent studies on mind blanking is its connection to brain activity. Researchers have observed that when individuals experience mind blanking, their brain activity shifts dramatically, with disruptions in areas responsible for attention, memory, and sensory processing. These shifts include lower signal complexity and the presence of slow, sleep-like EEG waves. This suggests that the brain may temporarily enter a sleep-like state during these moments, a phenomenon the researchers have coined local sleep episodes. It's fascinating to think that, in these moments, parts of our brain may be experiencing a temporary lull, akin to the brain's behavior during sleep. These findings challenge our traditional understanding of consciousness, where we often assume that our minds are constantly processing thoughts. The discovery that mind blanking involves a form of cognitive quietude reminds us that the mind is not a ceaseless engine of thought, but rather a dynamic system that can fluctuate between moments of high activity and periods of rest. This realization could have profound implications for how we approach mental health, cognition, and even creativity. In particular, mind blanking provides a valuable lens through which to understand states of relaxation and recovery. It occurs most frequently during times of sustained attention, such as after long study sessions or intense physical exertion, and is also common after sleep deprivation. These correlations suggest that mind blanking may play a restorative role, allowing the brain to recover from mental fatigue and reset before returning to active thought. In a world where stress, burnout, and information overload are all too common, understanding the natural cycles of our brain could offer insights into how we can improve mental well-being and optimize cognitive performance. Moreover, mind blanking is particularly interesting when considered alongside clinical conditions like ADHD and generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, where these blanking episodes tend to occur more frequently. In the case of ADHD, mind blanking may serve as an indicator of lapses in attention, where the individual becomes momentarily disconnected from their surroundings. Similarly, in anxiety, the sudden loss of mental content could reflect the brain's struggle to cope with overwhelming stimuli or stress. However, it's important to note that these episodes are not inherently negative. In fact, they might indicate the brain's way of protecting itself from overstimulation by entering a brief period of rest. In this light, mind blanking could be seen as a natural defense mechanism rather than a simple malfunction of cognition. Furthermore, the research into mind blanking may help unravel the connections between thought processes and emotional states. For example, the fact that individuals report more frequent mind blanking during anxiety episodes could suggest that these moments are tied to emotional regulation. If mind blanking serves as a brief escape from overwhelming cognitive or emotional states, it could be viewed as a protective mechanism, allowing the brain to recover from emotional strain before resuming normal functioning. This insight could open new avenues for understanding the complex interplay between cognitive functions and emotional experiences. In addition to its links to mental health, mind blanking may also be relevant in understanding creativity and problem solving. Many creative breakthroughs occur when individuals step away from a problem and allow their minds to wander or even go blank. This break from active thought can sometimes foster innovative solutions that may not arise during more focused or intense thinking sessions. In this context, mind blanking could be seen as a necessary pause in the brain's relentless pursuit of problem solving, allowing for unconscious processing to occur and ultimately leading to breakthroughs when the mind returns to its task. Looking ahead, the implications of mind blanking research are vast. It is clear that this seemingly simple phenomenon offers important clues about how the brain operates. By recognizing mind blanking as a distinct mental state, we can better understand the natural rhythms of cognitive functioning and the role of rest in maintaining mental clarity and emotional balance. Moreover, the study of mind blanking could lead to new therapeutic strategies for managing conditions like ADHD and anxiety, where disruptions in attention and focus are prevalent. The research team behind these findings emphasizes the importance of studying mind blanking as a unique cognitive phenomenon, one that is distinct from other mental states, like mind wandering. They advocate for a broader understanding of mind blanking that takes into account individual differences and physiological states, such as arousal levels, that influence the likelihood of these episodes occurring. As we continue to investigate the neural mechanisms behind mind blanking, we may unlock new insights into how our brains regulate attention, memory, and emotional well-being. In conclusion, mind blanking, while often perceived as a simple lapse in attention or a fleeting cognitive glitch, is a fascinating and essential part of the brain's functioning. Its connection to various mental states, from relaxation and recovery to creativity and emotional regulation, highlights its importance in our daily lives. By studying mind blanking more deeply, we can uncover new ways to support mental health, improve cognitive performance, and better understand the intricacies of human consciousness. The research into this phenomenon is still in its early stages, but its potential to reshape our understanding of the mind and its processes is immense.